Hello and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles X, where today we are going to do a few affinity thingies and then another chapter. And where I have done actually no between streams play, even though I had it set up so that I could, I got distracted by other things. But such is life sometimes. That said, there are some affinity missions we absolutely can do, and some we absolutely cannot. Yep, and there's also a couple quests that are not affinity missions that we can pick up. Actually, a surprising amount. We got 2 up there, 1 over here, 2 more over here, and 1 more here. Hey there, Drake Great.
Had I known I'd be forced to wait, I would have brought a book.
Our apologies, Director General. Our blade work has been keeping us especially busy as of late. Besides, it's pretty unusual to get a direct request from you.
I would hope that warranted special priority. This mission affects us all.
If it's an official mission, shouldn't we take it through the normal channels?
Personally, I consider it very official, but both Nagi and Vandam refused me. Shouted me down, actually.
What? Then we're probably not even allowed to take it, right?
Let's hear the brief, and why they turned you down.
A wise decision. You're familiar with Jair Fortress, yes? In a few days, we'll be hitting it with a surprise offensive.
Of course. Every blade on the force is participating.
We built our attack strategy around the idea of limiting casualties as much as possible. As such, we'll be employing mostly long-range fighting tactics.
That would be the sensible choice.
Yes, and I fully support it. But it makes gathering intel nearly impossible.
Lives are more important than intel, but also, without intel, lives will likely be lost. So, like, it really depends on if we're talking about intel before the strike or intel after the strike. So, yeah.
Data on the present state of the ganglion. At the moment, we know next to nothing about their situation. We don't even know if it's possible to negotiate with them or not. We need more information in order to effectively formulate future plans.
All right, you've made your ideas clear. What do you want us to do?
Infiltrate the fortress before we strike. Gather whatever intel you can and return here with it.
Is that even possible?
Any answer I give would be idle speculation. But I do believe this mission is of the utmost importance. And I also believe that your team has the best chance of getting it done.
So you decided to ask us face to face? That's quite the honor.
Is that sarcasm?
Take it as you will, sir. What if we refuse?
Then I'll ask the team with the next highest chances, and so on. Send in the damn janitors if I have to. Whatever it takes.
You truly believe it's this important?
I do.
All right then. We'll do it.
Excellent.
But we're not taking any unnecessary risks. If things get hairy, we'll cut and run empty-handed if we must.
Let's all hope it never comes to that.
Just one question, if I may. Are those really your only reasons for wanting this intel?
What other reasons would there be?
Any answer I give would be idle speculation, sir.
My goal has always been to secure a future for humanity on this planet. It's as simple as that.
All right, I'll take you at your word. Let's get back to the barracks and prepare. This one's going to be tough.
Okay, gotta gather some information on the ganglion. And, just gonna real quick take a look at my active members again. Okay, it is a bunch of people who do need more affinity. Even though there are some who need even more affinity. And I have just been reminded that I was going to take Rye out of that skill. And yeah, Drake Great, when it comes to the game's original ending from its original release, yeah, it does leave a weird feeling. It's one of those where you kind of really... Oh, hang on.
I hope you don't mind I let myself in.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing you know about our meeting with the Director General.
And from the look on yours, I'm guessing you accepted the mission.
We'll do what we can. Elma was super clear. If things get dangerous, we'll call it off.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Don't forget, you're all far more valuable to us than any intel you might come back with.
Tatsu, totally agree and definitely never forget.
In other words, don't worry about us.
Okay, that's... Yeah, the original ending... It's pretty much always going to make you want more. Because it was literally incomplete. And that's part of why I'm so glad this game finally got a definitive edition and additional content to give it an actual conclusion. Okay, so we're sneaking around level 50 plus things. That already puts a bit of a damper on this mission. And what's the recommended level for this mission? Oh, just 30. Yeah, when they say they want us to infiltrate the base, they mean infiltrate, as in sneak in. They absolutely do not want us fighting our way in. Not at that level recommendation.
I like the dangerous jobs.
Of course.
Make them count. Pick them off.
Burning slap!
It's no use. Use a buff so we can turn this around. Yes! The adrenaline's flowing now. Side slash.
Reinforcement?
And down we go. Time to try again, this time without aggroing that thing. This game still thinks I need to know how to swap and strengthen skills. Like, I probably have some battle points I haven't spent. But that doesn't mean that I don't know how to spend them. It means I'm saving them for something. That or I just haven't checked in too long how many I had. Okay, so that pile of junk is actually an enemy to be avoided. Hey, look, a console that probably has Intel in it.
This should be the fortress mainframe.
Think you can get in?
I can try, but I wouldn't bother holding your breath. Even if I can, it'll take time. Better to pull the drive and analyze it later.
All right, let's run with that. Just as soon as we're done with them. Let's take care of these goons first, then we can retrieve the data.
Bring it on!
Close quarters.
We're lucky these are Marnux. Because Marnux have a targetable appendage. So we get to do more damage to them than we do to, say, prone.
Drive secured, ma'am.
You're amazing, Lynn. Now let's get out of here ASAP so we can head back to the city and report in.
Drake Great, the things that you need to do to get those 3k per tick hits with Core Crusher and the Ether railgun weapon, you need to be targeting an appendage so that Core Crusher actually takes effect. And also to get double your damage, you need to have an aura active when using the ability. But yeah, if you are using Core Crusher, make sure you're targeting an appendage and not the body. Make sure you've got an ether weapon. And with Sliding Slinger, it gets extra damage if you're attacking from the side. So basically just make sure you're activating all of the things that give you multipliers, and your damage will be immense.
Is that the ganglion data drive? Excellent work. You have my thanks.
Tatsu happy to get thanks, but more happy to get reward.
Of course. I'll reward you for your efforts with as large a sum as I'm able. Next comes the task of decrypting and analyzing this data. Elma, perhaps you could...
I'm afraid not. However, I might suggest letting a man-on take a look. If you'd like, we can bring it to someone we know.
I see. I leave it to you then.
Oh boy, time to interact with a man on an affinity mission and therefore be forced to hear their voices.
Hey, so?
Have I done the thing that you wanted?
Ah, yes, yes. Hello, hello. Welcome. Did you bring a Noka Mirror Stone, perhaps?
Apparently, yes.
Not very high quality, is it? Though I suppose it's good enough to use on an Earth-made scale, maybe? Would you wait a moment? I'll refine repair materials, the likes of which you've only dreamed possible, okay? Done. I hope this serves our purpose? You were surprised the refinement process was so quick, yes? Surprised by the total superiority of man-on technology? Of course you are. Our science is the finest in all the universe, isn't it? Not only will these refined materials repair your skull, they will also begin to bring its lacking defenses up to a reasonable standard. So go on, take them to the human waiting for them at the test hangar, okay?
Blade, ransomer of my people, you find me in my hour of need. I need your strength. Lend it to me again. You saved many tree clansmen, but 3 are still prisoners. Cavern Clan has them. They must be rescued now. We are not strong. We cannot best them in combat. We beg Earth aliens to intervene. It is our only hope. Kin die otherwise. Yeah, you'll regain your strength in time. Your words are kind and true. When clansmen return, we will not lose again. It is good you are helping. It puts me at ease. I will give you names of those I seek. First is Ol Valdaleo. He was taken to Milligan Supply Base in Oblivia. Second is Rada Valdaleo, younger brother of Ol. He is also in Supply Base. Third is Uzoma Vasago. He is my son. He was rear guard when we fled. He let us escape. Then he was made prisoner. He is at Mesa Fortress. We hear things about that place. Terrible things. You must help him.
That would be a huge help, yes. Thank you.
For you, I'm more than happy to help. Oh, yes. Least I can do for saving my life, right?
When you're finished, deliver the results straight to the Director General's office, okay?
You got it, okay?
All right, let's go give him our report.
Hey there, guard. I am doing fine. Hope you are too.
Oh, a human! I find you all very fascinating, no? I'm happy to talk for as long as you like, okay?
Well, we need her measurements, so...
Oh, you're here on an errand for my daughter, are you now? And just what has Panyar gotten herself into this time? Collaborating with humans to make underwear? Most fascinating. Of course I'll help in any way I can, won't I? If you don't mind staying right here, or right there for a moment, I'll go measure myself. Here you are, straight from my body to yours, okay? Will we Manon all start dressing in human-style clothes from now on, perhaps? Well, I can't wait. Tell my darling girl to keep up the good work, won't you?
That won't you should have been a more question-y question.
Won't you?
Like that.
You know what?
Oh. You seem strong for Earth alien. Maybe strong enough to withstand his training. I have been looking for fiercest of warriors. Are you stronger than Beast? Yeah, I'm the strongest blade in the land. Ah, I knew from one look. I can tell true warrior by glint of her fangs. Do I have those? You may well prove match for Odsent. Will you spar with Swid under my command? To defeat enemy, first know enemy. This is wisdom of seasoned warrior. I came here to tame fearsome Swid. I worked many suns, bent him to my will. It was long journey, difficult, but finally I am master. He is my fiercest servant, fulfiller of my dreams. He is Odsent. Odsent must grow strong. For this he needs combat. I ask that you spar with him. I have dreamed, but first Odsent must grow stronger. Will you aid me? You are great help. This is best done in open space. I will send Odsent to Cape on Janpath Lake. Show Odsent full force of your strength there. Battle him as you would any feral beast. Only by cheating death can he learn to fight for life. Odsent is no coward. He should not flee. But if he does, inform me at once. May your strength make Odsent great.
That's right, yeah? Fascinating, right? You know?
And we haven't been to the port side of this ship yet, because it's been closed before. So let's take a look.
Hey. Hey.
And we can pick up this quest while we're here. Thea, have you eaten today? I know how you feel, but you must care for yourself. It is important. I know. Thank you. I am all right. You are not. You never dance as you once did. That is proof. Are you Blade? One finally comes to our aid. Yeah, what do you need? You must lay fallen warrior to rest. He was Quega. Thea was to be his mate. He stayed in Oblivia and fought Ganglion so we might escape. He died as proud warrior. He deserves prone death custom of spirit rest. He must become flesh and blood of mighty beast. His body must be eaten, then he will know peace. Then Thea will know peace. Be careful. Cavern Clan scum still prowl Oblivia. They're strong. They stop us laying Quega to rest. It is hard to wait. Hard for all. Aunt Hala, she will return Quega to the beasts? Yes, then Quega's spirit can depart for new lands. You must also move on. You have gift of dance. You must share it with world. No, Quega is not here to see. Dancing will bring only emptiness, pain. Thea is skilled in dances of prone, but she is poor girl, stubborn girl. For many suns, she captured hearts of clansmen with dance, but now nothing, not since that day. It is sad waste. You must agree. You must also want to see such beauty. Yeah, sure. Of course, yes. All more reason to lay Quega to rest. Then her heart is free. She can dance once more. Contact me when you find Quega's body. It is in Oblivia, in Barbarich Desert. I will explain details of prone funeral then. Okay, and we do have the landmark for the port side now, so that's good. I haven't told the lady that we got her water reclamation facility up and running yet.
Did you hear?
That seems like an important thing to actually report in on. I heard the reports. Excellent work. I really appreciate everything you've done. You cleared out the construction area as well, right? Well, I'd love to throw a bonus your way, but perhaps we can just call that part community service? Sorry, but you know how budgets are. And there's your sample. So this is water from the site, eh? Again with these shoddy containers. I keep telling them the samples need to be airtight. I'm sure it's probably fine, but water is a critical resource, you know? The foundation of life and civilizations, which is why the Roman aqueducts were used for over 2,000 years. Well then, cheers to our new civilization. It's okay if I pay you in water, right? Kidding, just kidding. I'll set the transfer up for you. Okay. Right. Need to turn in Affinity mission.
Wonderful. I'll expect a report from the Manon then. It seems I was correct. Your team was the right one for the job. I hope you'll continue to assist in the future.
Of course, as long as our goals align.
Our mutual objective is the continued survival of the human race. This will not change.
Indeed.
The continued survival of the human race. Everything's a speech with that guy.
Yeah, Drake, great. The water plant arc, I mean, it's one of the most important green missions, honestly. Like, a lot of them are just, oh, go find a thing because I want it. But this is like, there's too many residents here in NLA. We need a water source if we are to, you know, survive. So, yeah, that.
No, that's one thing he's truly serious about.
You know, I heard something the other day. Did you know about his son? The soldier?
No. Is he a Blade?
He never left Earth. Apparently because of the Director General. He sent his son on a mission just before the White Whale took off.
Yeah, he probably had a reason if he did that. People don't usually send their children off when they know that survival is not only not guaranteed, but actually the opposite of guaranteed. If they know survival is impossible, yeah.
If he were a corrupt man, he would have sent someone else's son on that mission.
But he didn't, did he? I guess sometimes the right thing to do is also the hard thing, huh?
Yeah, sometimes. We just gonna... Okay. Wondered if we were just gonna stand there staring in silence, but no. We're going to look up at the Blade building after a couple seconds pause. We are almost to 50% survey rate in Bolivia. Did I accept a Maranium request? Ah, when it had redesigned genes as a reward. Yeah, it looks like we qualify for a false hope. And we also qualify for the King of Fear, though the recommended level is 40, which is higher than us. So it looks like of the currently extant affinity missions, only 2 are even kind of within reach of us right now, and that's including the King of Fear here. Actually 3, because we can do the Great Divide, we just need to kick Fry out of the party. So yeah, there's 3 affinity missions that we currently qualify for.
I can help.
Hey, Hope. Got a minute?
Certainly. What can I do for you? Got something on your mind?
Kind of. Don't know if you've heard, but there's been a string of Blade disappearances lately. The third case just happened, and an odd commonality has emerged. The 3 victims that have disappeared so far are Hans, Elliot, and Trish. They were all regular clients of yours, weren't they?
Oh no. But yes, I suppose they did come by for advice fairly often.
Listen, Hope. I want to respect your client privilege, but if you know anything...
I'm sorry, but I've been leaving so much to Ornella lately. My other missions have taken me out of the city a lot.
Now that you mention it, I don't see Ornella around.
Yes, she was feeling under the weather, unfortunately.
I see. Well, tell her I send my best. And if you do hear anything, let me know, okay?
I'm sorry, but can I ask you for a favor? Would you mind if we looked into this case?
We're on it.
Thank you so much. Hearing that people close to me are vanishing it brings up memories. I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to focus on much else right now.
Things will work out. You can talk when you're ready.
You're always so kind. It's funny, whenever you cheer me on like this, it reminds me of when I was living with my father. Whenever I was sad, he'd appear with a cup of hot cocoa in hand. Then he'd say just what I needed to hear. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to solve this case. I suppose we should ask around first. Let's see what the rumor mill says about the folks who disappeared.
Honestly, while a lot of quests in this game touch on it at least a little, I feel like there's not quite enough focus given to the fact that literally every single character in this entire game is carrying deep trauma that is less than 3 years old. Like, whenever it gives you the option to ask about someone's past, the answer is going to be, oh, I just lost most of my friends, family, and planet less than 3 years ago, suddenly.
By the way,
like, that's not a kind of thing that you just get over in 3 years.
Pardon me, but I'm gathering data at the moment, you see? This emotional response is anger, is it? A fine sample, too. Now commencing experimental test to neutralize said response, okay? You are advised that sustained periods of heightened blood pressure yield negative health effects, alright? Probably best to discontinue your excitation at once. What the hell are you rambling on about, man? You don't know how I feel. Something really important to me just got all messed up. It's not like I'm trying to be mad here. Seriously, are you trying to pick a fight with me? Oh, I would never choose to fight someone, would I? Fighting is a most unprofitable action, isn't it? Ugh, I cannot deal with a socially illiterate man-on right now. Please just go away. Goodness, I was rebuked, yes? Yes. And accused of being unable to read in a public setting, which is most clearly untrue, is it not? You there, can I ask a third-party opinion, perhaps? Did I make a mistake in the preceding conversation?
Yes.
It appears you are as inscrutable as the rest of your species, aren't you now? I have attempted conversations with many different humans, but all of them have offered reactions similar to this, haven't they? Or similar to his, haven't they? So instead, I shifted to quantitative analysis, using readings taken from this emotionometer of my own invention, you see? Yet affecting the subject's emotional state in the desired manner still eludes me, and I've made little progress toward understanding it, you know? Might I ask your assistance in my research for the sake of man-on-human relations? Or perhaps, okay? First, I would ask for a demonstration in returning the prior subject's emotional state from angry to calm. Analyzing the numbers on that process should provide me a clear window into human anger, you see? Well, I mean, I was just talking to this guy.
God, why?
Oh, come on. First my poor Aphrodite gets damaged, then I get accosted by some weird man-on. I must have really pissed somebody off to get a day like this. Huh? What do you want? Please tell me you're not here to make this day any worse. Yeah, what's got you so mad? Well, you seem reasonable at least. So I was riding Aphrodite, that's my skell, and mowing down indigents with style. But then this rowdy potamus comes smashing into me from out of nowhere and totally trashed poor Aphrodite's front plating. God, it makes me so mad to even think about it. That skell is the epitome of everything I find beautiful, and having her marred by some indigent is just... I'm so mad! If I could get revenge on that rowdy potamus at Sickle Rock Rise, that might help me to calm down. Might help to calm me down, but whatever. But I can't because my skell is wrecked. Oh, goddess of beauty, why can you not smite the hideous beast that defiled you? So we're meant to be gathering information.
Better get to work.
The question is, where is the information we are meant to gather?
Guess what?
Well, apparently there's a heart-to-heart with Yelv here. It just flipped over to early morning from late night.
You gonna let me rest or what?
You look as bored as I feel, Pard. I never know what to do with myself when I'm not on a damn job. How do you spend your days off? I mean, in-game, yeah, I never do take breaks from blade work. But, yeah, I tend to slack on my days off in real life. Talk about a waste of a vacation. No, video games are inside. Hey, that's right. You're living over there with Elma and Lynn. I bet they're fun to be around, huh? Nothing wrong with spending a quiet day at home when you're with friends or family. I certainly don't regret that aimless time I spent with, well, you know who. Anyway, I got nothing but free time on my hands today. I'm so bored, I'm pissing my day away with this bunch of deadbeats. Yeah, how about joining at the diner because friends, etc. That sounds about 1,000,000 times more fun than what I'm doing right now, he says in front of the deadbeats that he has said he was pissing the day away with. Like, you realize they're right there, don't you? Talk about rude. Unfortunately, Eleanor told me I can't drink like I used to no more. She says my reclaimer work starts to suffer when I'm hungover. Whatever. I've already had 10 drinks today, though, so I'd better not push it. But thanks for the invite. Best thing that's happened to me all day. We'll do it some other time, yeah? Well, at least we gained friendship. I smell a quest I haven't accepted.
Just between us?
Ah.
Hmm? Oh, are you the one who picked up my listing? Apparently not, because I had a green question mark here. The issue I need resolved is urgent, yet I've had no luck finding help. I'd like to begin briefing you immediately, but first I must ask you one question. To my eye, New LA is a wild pastiche of alien races. How do you view our new city? Or how do you view our city, not new city? Yeah, it's good that they all work together. You've overshot optimistic and landed squarely in delusion. Such rose-tinted visions of the city only do it harm in the end. Some Xenos, for example, continue to flout the city's laws. Should they not be held accountable for their actions? I mean, if they are in our city, they do have to follow our rules. But have we made sure that they have properly understood our rules and the reasons they are in place? So, but this... I don't like that this says encourage when it's asking what he intends to do. But sure, what do you intend to do? My plan is simple. If you wish to live in this human city, you must agree to follow its human laws. That is not too much to ask. For example, we drive on the right side of the street and stop at red lights. We throw our garbage away in proper receptacles in order to keep the streets clean. I'm sorry, how is this LA? I mean, yeah, LA isn't as bad as some cities, but like... I feel like that's an idealized view of the city. Yet look around you. These aliens parade about the city as if they built it with their own two hands, or tentacles, or whatever they have. Every alien who's living here has hands, sir. I propose we gather up each race and require them to attend a seminar that clearly defines our customs. You can start with the Manon. Well then, will you assist me in this effort to raise our fair city up to a higher standard? I mean, yeah, as long as what you want to do is educate them and not imprison them, then sure. I see in you a kindred spirit, good madam. I cannot thank you enough. I'll round up as many Manon as I can. I would, however, ask you to collar 3 of them and return to me. Do we have to say collar them? Yeah, I'm not going to collar anyone. An unartful turn of phrase. My apologies. If you invite the 3 Manon to the seminar on your end, maybe it will help me to learn to deal with them appropriately.
Whoa! Listen.
Listen up, okay?
As I recall...
Alright, we got the info that we needed. And it looks like we've got another heart-to-heart just waiting to happen right here. With Yelv again.
You again?
No, it's Garnet. You here to stop the fight? You don't even know what this bastard said to me. He was mocking the Reclaimer, saying we're just a bunch of grave robbers and junk collectors, which is why I'm gonna bust his pretty little face. Do you really need to? Because it looks like he is trying to harm you right now and entirely incapable of even hitting you when you're standing still. Yeah, he was out of line, but that's no reason to fight. So you do understand. Why did you not appreciate me agreeing with you? Now that my best friend's gone, you and Blade are all I got left.
You think I'm gonna take it sitting down when someone talks crap about the work I do? Hell no. Now give me one reason why I shouldn't knock out the rest of this son of a bitch's teeth. I'm sorry, my options are to say Eleonora wouldn't want you to, or to hop in a skell and join him in knocking out the guy's teeth. That seems like a bit of an overreaction. Like, that goes a little bit beyond escalation. But yeah, Eleonora doesn't want you to knock out the guy's teeth, probably. Damn it, don't bring her into this. That's low. If Eleonora ever got wind of this little incident, I'd be scrubbing toilets the rest of my goddamn life. Fine then. Fine, you win. Fight's over. The jerk can buy me a meatloaf platter or something and we'll call it even. Oh, hey, look, another yell of heart to heart, literally right across the street.
You gonna let me rest or what?
Oh, it's you, Garnet. Don't worry, I ain't been in any fights today. Yet. Had the day off, so I figured I'd try my luck with the ladies and see what happened. And how'd it go, I ask, as there is a lady right next to you that you were talking to. Yeah, Drake Great, I'm pretty sure a scalp punch would kill a guy. It went terribly is how it went, but I think I got an idea that'll help. I'm gonna draw my gun, maybe fire a few rounds into the air. Chicks love that. Please don't. I don't think that will send the message that you want. That is more of a threat, sir. And discharging your weapon without reason is probably illegal, yes, so, don't. Yeah, I know that, genius. Sheesh. Look, people do the gun thing all the time in the movies, right? Guess I just wanted to be a badass. Anyway, thanks for setting me straight. This is all Eleonora's fault anyway. She's the one who told me I should study up on Earth culture. Even gave me a bunch of movies to watch. Wait, why do you need to study Earth culture? You're from Earth, aren't you? Unfortunately, most of them were old gangster flicks. Seemed like people walked around firing guns all the time in the old LA, yeah? Yes and no. Like, they didn't do it for no reason, and also it was not exactly legal then either. But, it's kind of a problem. Guess I just took it a little more to heart than I should have. I'm gonna bitch at Eleonora right now. I'll talk to you some other time. You need something, perhaps? Because I'm not working right now, so I'm basically doing nothing, which I guess makes me free for whatever. You must be a friend of Panyar, no? In that case, I'll tell you anything you want. What measurements did you need? Bust, waist, and hip? Easy enough. Wait just a minute and I'll go take the readings, okay? Here are my measurements, okay? So, just what do you need these for anyway? Underwear? That sounds kind of interesting. Maybe I'll give them a try once they're available.
Something you need?
Who are you? Why are you here? I want to be left alone. You've got no business here. Get going. And if you do, make it quick. Yeah, Celeste 3, whatever. I have nothing to say to you. Okay,
Something
fine.
you need?
Fosdyke sent me, and I demand to know Briggs's location. Fosdyke? The name is vaguely familiar, but I have no recollection of the man. Yeah, what if this white gold something? Does that jog your memory? Gave you that, did he? Well, I'll be. Seems the man sees something worthwhile in you. I assume he told you I'm not the trusting type. Well, I'm also not stupid enough to put my life in some stranger's hands. I need you to pass a test before this goes any further. Go kill 5 sea forfexes. If you can't handle at least that much, Briggs will eat you alive. Ah yes, because ability to kill crabs is definitely correlated with ability to survive a man. Is there anything of value down here? Like, we got info mentioning containers down here, so, like, one would imagine maybe there's a container somewhere? Well, whatever. Over here.
That you, Hope? What's up? I thought we were meeting later.
Were we? I don't remember making any plans.
Seriously? You were just here with Ornella. You told me you needed advice on something and wanted to meet later. You must be tired, girl. And here I thought you asking for advice was weird.
No, This is so strange. What's going on?
I mean, yeah, if Hope doesn't remember doing the thing and other girl says she was just here when she's been with us the whole time, then yeah, there's an impersonator.
But that means this imposter has been taking everyone out and...
Huh? So, what's going on? Did you really forget our conversation? Look, you asked me to meet you on the South Janpath plane around midnight. I figured it was really, really serious if you needed that much privacy. But since you're always helping me out, it seemed like the least I could do. I got your back, girl.
No! That wasn't me. It must have been the criminal we're chasing.
You're chasing a... Wait, what? You better explain from the beginning. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. You have an evil twin?
We have to confront the criminal at Janpath Lake. So please, Ada, don't go to the meeting. Stay here in New LA.
I'm a blade, remember? I'd planned to pay you back by listening to your troubles or whatever. But now I can do it by acting as bait for your deadly doppelganger.
No! I won't have you risking yourself like that, Ada.
You don't have to act as bait. The meeting's already set up, which means they're already going to be there, whether you show or not. Your job is done setting up the meeting. You do not need to help us. It's not too dangerous to use you as bait. I mean, it kind of is, but you don't need to act as bait. We don't need a decoy. The meeting is already set up.
I didn't ask you, pal. Look, I want to do this.
You want to do something that is entirely unnecessary. It is unnecessary for you to do it. It is just added risk for no benefit at all.
Shut up and accept the help. You do the same thing for me, Hope. Am I right?
Ada, thank you. Truly. I swear I'll catch whoever's responsible for this. I really appreciate your help.
There. Was that so hard? All right, I'll go on ahead. Meet you on the South Janpath Plain around midnight. Got it? Right on time. You are the real Hope, right?
Yes. Thank you again for your help. We have to put a stop to this.
Okay, so why don't you guys hide, and I'll draw our fake out here.
All right. But be careful. Don't take any risks.
Thank you so much for coming all this way. I know you're busy.
Oh, heck, you're always helping me with one thing or another. I don't mind at all.
That's very kind of you. I'm afraid I just didn't know who else to ask.
It's so unusual to hear you ask for help. You've got me super curious. Oh, but one thing first.
Yes? What is it?
You are the real Hope, right?
The real Hope? I don't understand.
No, I just heard this rumor about an imposter. Can't be too careful.
No, trust me. I'm Hope from New LA. What a strange rumor to invent.
So you can prove that, right?
I've been together with Ornella this entire time. She can vouch for me.
Of course this is Hope. What kind of bizarro questions are you asking anyway?
Okay. Guess I went a little nuts there. Thing is, I've got somebody that I'd like you guys to meet. You can come out now!
What? This isn't possible! Ornella, you set me up?
No, I was just... Why are you even here, Hope?
I would ask you the same. Are you a fake Ornella, just like I have a fake Hope?
I'm not! Oh, damn it! This whole plan has gone to hell!
Yeah, what drove you to this, etc.?
Money. Lots and lots and lots of money. I want to roll around in piles of credits and forget all about the fact that I'm stuck on this stupid rock. And I'd found the perfect little pawn in our dear Hope. You did this. You put ideas in her head. You ruined everything.
No. This isn't really her. Ornella helped me. She was always there. She was like a mother to me. You really are a stupid girl. Your precious Ornella is scum. She sold the lives and bodies of her people for spending money. Guess there's no reason to hide anymore. We'll just kill you and add your parts to the latest shipment.
A Definian, you say?
You can rest easy, knowing that I, the great Jizan, will be taking over the role of Hope Alonzi. That sweet face of yours will add more fresh bodies to my mother's collection. Now, prepare to die for your kindness.
Look out. We've got company.
I'll take the first shot. Make them count.
Absorber
Panicking.
Oh, good. They've got a targeted part.
Furious blast. I see how I stack up my hits. Moving for the kill.
Slinger.
Here, have a taste of the opposite. Bullet twister.
Brain jack. Sliding slinger.
Close quarters.
Who's next? We're coming here.
Have a
Absorber
taste of the
stick.
opposite.
Oh, she doesn't have a targetable part.
Panicking. Weakness.
I'll fight tooth.
That's my damage potential
Did my part.
so much.
Feel the hard work paying off.
And apparently we pulled one of the locals at some point.
Man, life is a real bitch sometimes. Go on, do it. I got nowhere left to go anyway.
She already told us why she did this, but...
What? You want to know why I did it? You think anyone would play sidekick to a naive fool like you for free? You were popular even before the crash, and I thought I'd get in on it. Make a quick buck and walk away whistling, but you kept helping people for free. We were in the red from day one. All that potential wasted. So I sold you out. Then I sold the MIMs of your clients to those freaks.
That's horrible.
Yes, and I belong in hell for what I've done. Now hurry up and send me there.
No. Come back to New LA with us. If we explain this, we'll find a way. I'll vouch for you. Do whatever it takes to make it right.
That won't make it right.
Sick. Unconditional love? Martyrdom? What are you trying to gain with that dreck?
I'm not. This is what my father taught me.
Yeah, and where did it get him? Fleeced and murdered. I'm no different from the ones who killed your father, Hope. Actually, I'm worse.
Ornella, no!
Yeah, that's not a great conclusion. Would have expected the game to be all like, oh, we gotta bring her back to New LA so that she can do time or whatever and pay for her crimes, blah blah. But nope, that's not the way it went.
I can help. He's not in the active party. Because
Is it because I don't have a dog set as my current pet in the barracks? I guess it must be.
I can help.
Make it all end. Here's where I forgot that I had a halo on Lao before I made helmet gear visible so that HB would actually have his glasses. So I guess we just get to have a heart-to-heart with Lao the Angel. I mean, hey, he's being nice to a dog, so sure, why not? Hey there, Garnet. Thought I'd take a breather here, but I can't relax with that damn dog wandering around. Yeah, sorry about my dog. That's your dog? Nah, it didn't do nothing wrong. Seems plenty friendly to me. I'm sure you and Lynn are taking good care of it. I used to have a dog myself, but she died when I was just a kid. I know that death is a part of life, but it still tore me up to know there was nothing I could do. To this day, whenever I see a dog, I can't help but feel the pangs. The more good times we've had together, the more it hurts to lose someone. Don't you think? Yeah. That is very true. But that's because the vessels for pain and joy are the same. Each one expands the capacity for the other. So the more joy you've had, the more room there is for pain. The more pain you've had, the more room there is for joy. That's just how it works. Yeah. Even now, when I think about all the people we left behind on Earth. Never mind. I know that's not something anyone wants to talk about first thing in the morning. Well, this place is making me jumpy, so I'm gonna head to the diner or something. That dog sniffing at my heels kind of bummed me out, but thanks for talking me through it. Anyway, see you around, Garnet. He said he was going to the diner, but really he was going to the Skell Hangar. Or the Skell Testing Hangar, or whatever that.
I've been waiting.
Ah, you're back. Here comes Aganeba.
Yes, hello. I suspect that the materials are too much for human hands to manage, right? So I came by.
Yeah, I just bet. So where are all these materials you man unrefined? There you go. Ah, these them? Let's just see now. Or how. Wait, this is... That's not... Hold on here. Oh, that's how it works. Damn, man, that's actually pretty clever. Oh, sorry, kind of nerded out for a minute. Still, these materials are impressive. They've been refined using a process we never even thought about. I can see how these would be a cinch to work with, and the results should be better than ever. Amazing stuff. Guess you man-on win this round.
Yes, obviously. Perhaps you won't be so quick to, doubt us in the future, okay? Man-on technology is the finest in all the universe, you know?
So, will you share this refinement process with us? This technology would mean a drastic uptick in our efficiency.
What? No? No. No, no. I'm sorry, but that's probably not possible, is it?
Why not?
Because teaching is such a pain in the... because that's proprietary man on science, yes? Yes, that's it. I can't go giving it away, can I now? So sorry, but my decision is final, okay?
That little fink. Here I swallow my pride and admit defeat, and how's he respond? Hey, you Blades are old hat at negotiating with other races, right? Think you could try persuading him to share that tech with us? Not for free, of course. I intend to pay them a fair price for the information. You've already come this far, so why not see it through to the end, yeah? I know exactly what they will trade it for. It just has to be presented with a little, shall we say, pizzazz. Something that really bugs me about this game's menu. Most games, save would live under system, and active members would live under party. But no, they get their own top-level menu items here.
Man.
Hey, Garnet. I was just trying to drill some combat skills into Shingo. We Pathfinders might not be a combat-first kind of outfit, but it's not like the Ganglion and the Indigens just leave us alone. And when we do run into trouble, I'd like him to be able to defend himself without having to rely on Sidon and Mondo all the time. Shingo's a pretty fast learner, he just lacks experience. How would you train him if he was one of yours? Positive reinforcement works for people who don't have the fundamentals yet. I'd imagine he's at least got the fundamentals, which means you need to really polish those skills. So, great minds think alike, huh? Way I see it, if he runs into an enemy outside the city, I won't be able to hold his hand through the fight. So I've got to drill everything I learned out there into him before something happens to one of us. And there's a lot to learn, not just stuff I figured out here on Mira, but lessons from back on Earth as well. All I ask is for him to be able to survive whatever crazy thing happens next. Ultimately, if me or Sidon go down, I want to know that Shingo is still able to go on without us. Anyway, sorry if I got a little carried away there. I should go, though. I gotta run Shingo through a Skell training session. See you around. Just doing quick looks around. There's the other allow heart to heart. Might as well tag all the heart to hearts with Lao that we can. He's not the first that we have done today. And while we're in the mood for doing them, we might as well do them. Oh man, perfect timing, Garnet. I came here to make a request of the Manon regarding the hangars, but as you can see, I've been kind of detained. It's like they've never seen a Pathfinder before. They just keep asking one tedious question after the next about Frontier Nav. I'd really like to cut this short and get back to work, but I can't get a goddamn word in edgewise. What would you do if it were you? Yeah, you offer them, well, nah, because if you offer a man on a pizza, it will want some pizza to go with it. You'll never hear the end of it. But then again, it'll at least get him to shut up for a bit. Yeah, that's a great idea and all, but it's not like I've got a grenade pizza in my back pocket. Plus, if I tried to lead this throng down to the commercial district to buy one, I'd just be dragging this thing out even longer. At times like this, I can't help but have second thoughts about sharing our city with a bunch of xenoforms. How do you feel about it? Yeah, it's got risks and benefits. Yeah, it hasn't been all lollipops and unicorns, that's for sure. We've gained a lot of advanced technology, but the Xenos have subjected us to plenty of danger, too. I know it's glib to say we'd all be better off if we'd never met each other, but there is some truth to that. Still, that doesn't mean there's any point in crying over spilled milk. I have to do what I can to help move us forward. Looks like the Manon have calmed down since we started talking. This may be my chance to slip back into the administrative district. I'll see you around, Garnet. Okay, so that's Hope. Oh, there's another Lao. But before we go say hi to Lao, let's go ahead and
Fascinating, right?
talk to the people we have to talk to here.
Oh, really?
Phew, human jobs are so hard, aren't they? I presently work as an architect's assistant, but I have a lot of trouble, you know? Or I've had a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it must be difficult.
It is, but I like humans nonetheless. I guess the challenge adds to my satisfaction, though at times I suppose my confidence flags, doesn't it? I wish there were a person or class I could consult for help in such situations, you know?
Why not let me mention the seminar after that, huh? Why do I have to say it right away?
Alex is holding a seminar? Wonderful. So wonderful. This will deepen my understanding of human culture and customs, yes? Which should in turn help me grasp your aesthetics? I'm eager to learn more of humans, you know? So yes, I think I shall attend the seminar.
You know, I think I remember this quest. I think I remember this quest, and if I do, I don't like it. Don't like what I'm doing.
Hey, so...
My, more business with me, yes? Unfortunately, I have none with you, okay? Sorry, so sorry. Bye now, yes? A new deal? I take it by your choice of words you're offering some information or object of value in return, then?
They don't need Earth technology because, as they say, Manon technology is the best in the universe. If they wanted credits, they would have offered to sell immediately, right? No, let's offer specialty products.
Ah, I'm interested in your specialty products, yes? Very interested. And what is it that you will be offering?
Nah, you probably don't really care about furnishings. I mean, look, your people are content to sit on steel crates. I don't think I have a prized collection of mint condition figurines. So, clearly, food is the way to your stomach.
Food, yes? Food? I will concede that in cuisine alone, Earth culture shows remarkable promise, doesn't it? But I see little reason to trade for it when I need only walk into town to eat it, right? However, if you insist, I am willing to try a local delicacy of New LA.
Did you hear?
Right, it wasn't early morning, it was morning that Lao was going to be here. There he is. You, practicing your marksmanship in the residential district. Doesn't seem like the best of environments for that.
Hey.
Ah, Garnet. I was just doing some target practice. We may be mimiosomes, but our skills still weaken if we don't stay in shape. Yeah, Shingo could use firearms training, right? I'm sure there are lots of things I could teach Shingo that'd give me a chance to sharpen my own skills. But honestly, I don't have that kind of time right now. And besides, his fighting style and mine are just too different. He'd benefit more from being trained by a specialist. So I bet that sounds like I'm just making excuses, doesn't it? Yeah, sure. No more questions? You're not gonna pump me for details? Thanks for that, Garnet. Your trust means a lot to me. Listen, if you get a chance, could you give Shingo a hand with his training? I know he'd be excited to work with someone as skilled as you, and I'm sure there are plenty of things you could teach him. Thanks, I appreciate it. And his 5th heart-to-heart is available.
Yeah?
I guess this ain't so bad.
Well, if it isn't Garnet. The view of NLA from here is incredible. I mean, if you think the view of NLA is specifically the commercial district, sure. I'd rather have the view of the residential district myself. Humanity's newest city. It's a lot to soak in. Isn't it impressive? It's not only humanity's newest city. As far as we're aware, it's humanity's onlyest city. It does still have a ways to go, like that big empty spot. And also it's honestly just tiny. But sure, New LA is quite the city. Or perhaps it's just a testament to humanity's greed. After the white whale fell to pieces from the sky, we used Mirren materials to build this city. Even a world away, human behavior never changes. We take what we need from the world around us and damn the consequences. I mean, look at us. We land on a pristine planet, and what's the first thing we do? Claim it, colonize it, and start eliminating the local wildlife. Look, don't get me wrong, I get why some of these things are necessary. Most of the indigents would kill us in a heartbeat, plus we have the ganglion to deal with. And yet I sometimes wonder if we should have just stayed with Earth to the bitter end. Sorry, getting a little morose there. Let's change the subject. Heard any good scuttlebutt from Elma or Vandam lately? A story about Tatsu isn't from Elma or Vandam, now is it? But sure, have a funny story about Tatsu. Huh, so that's why Tatsu wasn't eaten by the prone. Seriously? I feel bad for the little spud, but man, that is classic. He ate so much cran jelly, he got it all over himself, then slipped out of those prone hands like a wet bar of soap. Talk about dumb luck, yeesh. To think, if he hadn't crammed his face full of cran jelly, he'd have never met you and Lynn. Ah, good times, but as amusing as a story as that was, it wasn't exactly what I had in mind. That's what I was saying. So if you hear anything else juicy, let me know, yeah? And I'm not talking about cran jelly juice. Sometimes you gotta play the angles to be an effective blade, you know? Help each other out. Anyway, I'd better get back to work. Catch you later, Garnet. And if I'm not mistaken, that is Lau's final heart-to-heart. Yeah, it sure is. But while we're at Armory Alley, I should really go deposit some Moranium before we get another shipment.
This for
As we're
friends of yours only?
probably kind of due for one pretty soon here. Okay, time to get on another affinity quest. Yeah, no, we're not high enough level for that, and that one we haven't completed chapter 9. Haven't completed chapter 11. Haven't completed chapter 10. Haven't completed chapter 9. Haven't completed chapter 11. Haven't completed chapter 8. Not good enough friends with Doug. Haven't completed chapter 10. Not good enough friends with Bose. We're not level 40 yet. So yeah, it looks like this one with Fog is the one we are most qualified for. Oh. What's going on here?
For what possible reason must I believe in an invisible existence simply to receive some water? Blasphemy! You would openly mock our bringer of miracles? I don't rightly see how I can mock something that does not exist. I'm asking for just a little of the water everyone else here is drinking, okay? One sip and I'll be on my way. Such presumption! And yet even still our God decrees that his miraculous water be shared with you. If you refuse to join our faith, the cost will be 2 assassin springtails. Out of the question, yes? Now stop this stubborn selfishness and let me take the water I need. I tend a large flock of Manon, but never once have I met someone so rude as you. Maliteth, please remove this unbeliever from the premises. I'm sorry, but I must ask you to leave, yes? Only those who believe in the bringer of miracles are welcome in our church, you understand? You seem incapable of such faith, don't you? As a fellow Manon, I pity you.
You know, most churches are open to members of other faiths on the idea that, you know, letting them in to hear your message is how you create members of your faith. Saying if you don't already believe you're not allowed to hear our message is a way to make your faith go extinct. How'd I get the landmark over there from over here?
Hey. So there's a mission I'd like your help with. It's from an outfitter team working on a new skell. I guess they found some strange things during tests in Oblivia. They've asked us to investigate them and find out what they are.
Yeah, what are the things?
I know, I'm curious too. But I'm afraid we don't know anything specific at the moment. That's kind of the point, actually. This would normally be a curator kind of job, right? But I asked them to make an exception for me. I want to become a more well-rounded blade. Someone more like you or my brother. A man who can handle any mission. I feel like I've only just discovered what I want to be since I met you.
You'll catch up in no time.
I'll do my best. If I keep completing missions and building trust, I hope to make my brother proud. Yes. Anyway, should we go?
Actually, I don't think we have to have Fog in our active party for this.
And if we have someone else, that means we might be able to get affinity with both Fog and that someone else. For a moment, I was judging by class levels, but honestly, once they're at rank 17-ish, there's not a whole lot for them to gain. So I should really be focusing on affinity anyway. I mean, there are 2 unaccepted missions here in this very district. I might as well accept them before I head out, just in case.
A human.
Did you catch all that? Do you buy into all the invisible god nonsense that woman was talking about? I feel like I need an option between these two. Because I don't feel the Bringer of Miracles' presence, but like, it's not necessarily superstitious hooey. If it makes people feel better, it can still be worthwhile. And like, most religions, even if you don't believe them, they do provide a set of parables and morals and whatnot that people can follow to lead good lives that help them integrate with society. Like, there is value to belief, even if you do not believe the same things. But sure. You're a rational human, aren't you? It seems we share the same opinion. But I fear rumor has spread that the water from this church can cure the disease presently sweeping the Manon community. This has led many to believe, right? I will be candid with you, okay? I suspect this group caused the outbreak intentionally, perhaps as a means of recruiting more members. Excuse me. Excuse me again. If my hypothesis is correct, I am duty-bound as a physician to take action, aren't I? If I could just acquire a sample of this miracle water, I can analyze its contents and expose their plot, can't I? Do you find this cult suspicious as well, maybe? Will you join me in unmasking Frazee as a fraud? Then you must first help me by finding the 2 assassin springtails she asks for, okay? Meanwhile, I will go investigate the Biano water purification plant. The first cases of Manon falling ill occurred just after that plant was completed, you see? Therefore, there must be some connection, right? Not necessarily, but it could be coincidence or it could not. But apparently I've already got the stuff, so... Ew, what in the name of science were those creatures? I was on my way to Biano Lake when a pack of them forced me to turn tail and run back here. This planet is certainly generous with ways to die violently, isn't it? Yeah, it isn't safe to wander around unescorted. I see that now, don't I? I've been safely sequestered inside the walls of New LA all this time and never knew, you see? That's my report. What about you? Were you able to track down those assassin springtails? Yep, there you go. Apparently I've got only 2 of them, though. Hopefully I've already got them in my Collectopedia. I probably do. How astonishing! Thank you so much! You blades never fail to impress, do you? Alright, Frazee, a deal is a deal, isn't it? Let's have some of your miracle water. I never expected you to actually track down 2 assassin springtails. Very well, as you say, I made a promise. I shall stand by it. Now, I assume you have no further business here? Then I must ask that a brutish unbeliever like yourself never return to our church. Good day. So this is their miracle water then. I must say, it looks like just like every other water I've experienced. I see, yes? This tastes just like... Still, I need to analyze it more closely before I can be certain of anything, don't you think? Maybe you should have analyzed it before taking a sip, just saying.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'd like to ask you to visit the Biano Lake water purification plant and see if anything seems amiss, or if that is okay with you. If we can gather one more piece of evidence from there to tie to this case, we'll maybe be able to pin Frazee down. Let's meet back here once we're done, okay?
Why here? She just banned you from here.
Hey!
Tell me. When facing a new challenge or preparing to embark on a new endeavor, do you ever sense the whispers of the will within you? To put the question in more human terms, do you ever get gut feelings?
Yeah, sometimes.
I see. As a rule, the Orf favor logic. But in the most crucial of times, we have relied instead upon the will of the Ova within us. I have felt the presence of Senirapa water deep in Noctilum. That knowledge is clearly a gift from my Ova. For as long as we have that water, the Orf survive. I fear I must go to Noctilum at once. I would ask your assistance.
Oh, is it going to be the Scarlet Pool or whatever the heck it is?
Apparently not.
Or is this... Oh, this is helping him prepare to go. Fine. Yeah, that Scarlet Pool or whatever it is, it's got like one spot of red water. I feel like that's what he's looking for.
Thank you. My preparations are complete, save 2 missing ingredients for the rations. 3 pieces of Logunese driftwood and 4 heads of Sadalana lettuces must be found before I can depart. Exhaustion is setting in. The Ova within me has begun to recede. I must find the water while I still have the Ova's guidance. Okay, time to get on out of NLA and head way over here. These look eminently fightable.
This is them.
Oxerves, aren't they?
I've definitely never seen one of these before. Right then.
Yeah, these are Oxerves. You shouldn't touch them.
I know. But if my brother were here, he wouldn't let that stop him.
Yeah, but he's an idiot.
Look out. We've got company.
Oxerves indeed.
Superior, decoy round.
Sliding slinger. Sliding slinger.
There we go. Needed to remember to actually swap to the part.
Panicking.
Kind of bugs me that the automatic targets are always the body. I have to manually swap to a part.
The adrenaline's flowing now! Sliding slinger! Panicking! Weaken them!
I don't like this. Okay. Superior crash pop. I'm on a roll. Open fire. Starball play. Superior dive. Gravity blast.
Come
on,
Thank you.
there's more to do.
Starfall Rondo!
What? Yes, we did it!
That...
What strange organisms? I've never seen anything like them.
They're robots. Yeah, we've seen them at a variety of ganglion bases, so yeah.
I don't know. I don't see much reason for them to lay a trap out here. No sense in idle speculation, I suppose. Let's bring one back and have the lab crew take a look.
Like, they're
I'm
clearly...
sure my friend Solon will be able to help us out.
They're clearly mechanical and not organic. Figure while we're out here, we might as well check on the water supply. So what is this mission here? Reaver orifices. Okay. So it's the birds who like to perch around here sometimes. But who do not appear to be perched here now. And now, since this water purification plant actually exists, we've actually got a landmark here.
Hey. Thanks.
Plant has been completed without major incident, and the purification machinery is operating smoothly. Now we'll be able to extract and transport safe drinking water from this vast lake to New LA. No matter how many xenoforms move into the city, we won't have to worry about water shortages. Of course, there remain numerous and substantial barriers to our continued existence here on Mira, but we're well on our way to solving them. You have my gratitude. We couldn't have done this without you.
Hey.
Alright, and anything bothering you? With your assistance, we've been able to complete the Biano water purification plant. But I'm still troubled by how much conflict the project generated between myself and Rosie. She chose to stay in New LA, so I don't really have many opportunities to talk to her. But we're still members of the same research team, so I hope we can work out our differences. Okay. I guess I shall continue exploring the plant. Well, would you look at that? We made our way all the way through and found nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, right. Maliteth was like one of those Manon we saw at the church. What you doing? Go forth, bringer of miracles. Share your pestilent gift with all the Manon in New LA, yes? Who is it? What are you doing here? Yeah, what have you just done? Me? Yes? Nothing, no. This bottle's not... I didn't do anything. And we're just gonna let her run away at that very, very slow speed? Okay. Oh, hey, it's one of the birds we need to get rid of. Do you circle close enough for me to use this? No, you do not.
She ran so far.
I'm moving in. Use melee attacks.
Yes, use melee attacks on a bird that's flying 1,000,000 miles up above us.
Ground fight. Slinger.
Kick. Shoot down while they're impaired.
Yes, we did it.
Well then, that was passable. Everyone knows you weaken your opponent first.
This one's a ground
Thankfully,
fight.
my spell has a longer range than I do.
Gravity blast. See how I stack up the hits? Move in for the kill. Superior decoy round. Beat barrage.
Another dawn to dusk workday? Sounds like fun to me.
Knowing how to enjoy your...
I just did.
work. Now there's a gift.
Do they not count? Why am I even bothering to get this going? I guess because it makes walking over here slightly faster.
Not here. This can't stop here. Not after the Bringer of Miracles has grown so large on this medicine, right?
What's inside the bottle?
This is the miracle water that makes the other miracle water be miraculous, isn't it? And you will never have it, will you? No? No, no. Bringer of Miracles, hear my prayer, won't you? Make manifest your power now.
Uh-oh.
Ah, I see him, yes. I can see my God. I knew, yes, Frazee, you are the true deliverer of the Manon.
Well, that's a problem. I feel like we shouldn't just leave this corpse in the water supply, though.
Your miracle water is a scam, isn't it? It's nothing but an antitoxin used to neutralize a very specific poison, correct? Wake up, my friends. This bringer of miracles doesn't exist, does it? How sad that your lack of faith leads you to invent lies that tear down others. I'm sure you have no proof for these absurd claims. Proof? And what about you then? What proof do you have that this invisible god of yours even exists, right?
Well, that's the point of faith. You can't have proof. You have to have faith.
Why, his presence is manifest in the Manon healed by his miracle water. What further proof do you require? Isn't that correct, everyone? Are you not all firm in your belief of the bringer of miracles? You couldn't do anything for me when I went to see you, Doctor, no, but her god cured me. The bringer of miracles succeeded where Manon science failed, okay? Frazee is a savior, here to heal all sick Manon with her god's miraculous power. But it's not rational, is it? You have your answer, Doctor. The Manon need the bringer of miracles, not a sad man of science who refuses to see the truth in front of his face. Now leave this place immediately.
The truth is that the thing he already said, that what you give them is an antitoxin.
Maliteth, escort our guests out.
Maliteth just killed herself with the toxin that your water is the antitoxin for. Yeah, this.
I gave that bottle to Maliteth. Why do you... What perfect timing! I became a little impatient and started the confrontation without you, you see? Let me see that bottle, alright? I'll end this farce here and now. Don't do anything rash, okay? Frazee, you yourself confirmed that this was in Malitheth's possession, didn't you? Now look, everyone, see what happens when someone drinks this, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. There are other ways. This is poison, extracted from assassin springtails and engineered to affect only Manon, isn't it? You were planning to dump this in Biano Lake, then claim it was a disease affecting the Manon who drink the water and fall ill, weren't you? Then when they drink your miracle cure. Ah, their symptoms vanish immediately, don't they? A miracle indeed, no? Wait, is that really... That's fraud, right? Crazy, is what the doctor says true? Of course not. Whatever drug that doctor has, he obviously cooked it up to undermine our beliefs. Yeah. I don't know that Frazee's fingerprints should be on the bottle, but I bet there's more. You aren't going to find anything. Let's go take a look right away, then we'll have our answers, won't we? Damn you, Malitheth, you had one job, and you couldn't even do that right. Noise of rage. Bringer of miracles, render these fools to ash with your burning light. You stand in defiance of our righteous and vengeful God. Now you and your sins will be purged from this world for all time. Phew, I'm glad that whole mess is over with, right? And I couldn't have done it without you, could I? Here, please take this along with my thanks. This whole debacle just further proves to me that belief in invisible, untestable things is madness, isn't it? Manon have come this far without any gods, haven't we? I'd say that's to our credit. As a physician, I think it's my job to protect my people from this sort of dangerous illusion in the future, isn't it? Yeah, well... Again, I want an option between these, like... Or actually, I want an option past this. Like, yeah, not every belief is a scam. Maybe they are all... It's possible that they're all wrong. It's possible that some are not. The point is, that's not the point of belief. Belief, when used properly, is not about explaining the physical world. Like, belief and science are meant to explain completely different things. They shouldn't have to interact at all. I don't personally believe that, but I can't say it's impossible. So you believe some supernatural being is out there somewhere just watching us? I'm afraid I just can't understand this, you know? But I respect your opinion, okay? So perhaps I'll explore the matter further before I reach any final conclusions. Again, exploring the matter implies that you're going to be using a scientific approach to this, and again, science and religion are meant to explain completely different things. They need not interact.
Will I ever stop excelling?
If at any point they do interact, well, then one of them is somewhere it shouldn't be. And it's probably the one that has to do less with observable phenomena.
Did you hear? Just...
It's not fair. I produced way more results than that little... this is discrimination. Hey, you. I don't know who you are, but you're going to sit there and listen to me carp about my problems. Aren't you the person who is friends with Ahoa? Right then. Deep breath. And out. Okay, here we go. So my research team has been working on a water purification facility in Biano, outside the city, and we finally finished it. I know, right? Party time, woo! But party time canceled, boo! Because then everyone had to move out to the site. And they didn't invite me. And then I hear this other girl on the team, Ahoa, she just got promoted. How does that make sense? It's discrimination. I would totally win if I sued them, right? I hope a lawyer made it onto the White Whale. Yeah, there's probably reasons that someone other than you got promoted. Excuse me? I have a wonderful personality and I will crush you if you say otherwise. No, I know what this is all about. Ahoa's just a tiny bit cuter than me, so they took her instead. It's gross. I'm sure Ahoa's hard at work now, frolicking with Ian and the others on their happy little lakeside vacation. Probably tanning and swimming and eating chips. They haven't even bothered with their daily check-in for days. That's how good of a time they're having. I feel like them not doing their daily check-in for days is a problem. It's abuse of office and I won't stand for it. So listen, I need you to go there and catch them slacking. Oh, and feel free to be extra mean to Ahoa if you want. Seriously, just go over there and let them have it. Line them all up, then run down the line, lapping their faces with your open hand. And tell them it's from Rosie. I'm trusting you to head on over to that Biano water purification plant and turn their little lakeside paradise into a living hell. Yeah, again, I feel like it's a problem that they haven't made their daily reports in a few days, and perhaps we should be showing concern rather than rage. And maybe we should have sent someone to check a little sooner, huh?
Hello, Solon. It's been a while.
Sorry, who are you?
Oof. Fog?
Ah, yes, of course. I remember because you have all the presents of your namesake.
But you didn't remember.
Right, well, apologies. Did you need me?
Yes. We were attacked by a strange organism in Oblivia.
Some new bioweapon from the Ganglion?
We're not sure. We brought one back so you could take a look, if you don't mind.
Sounds dangerous. I love it. Let's go take a look. Well then, a cursory analysis rules out the bioweapon theory. It's not Ganglion. Tech level is wrong.
Meaning?
No clue. Could be another indigenous Mirren species. You know, one that lives only in Oblivia?
No, I've seen them in Sylvom.
I see.
Do you know about all those ruins over in that region? It's possible something in one of them could help provide us with answers.
Why do I get the feeling the rest of my day is going to be in ruins?
A reasonable assumption. Anyway, there are 3 likely sites, so you'll want to get on that.
Yeah, Drake, right, there definitely are cases where science and religion can meet for mutual benefit. I wasn't trying to imply that they should never interact. I meant more like if they are trying to explain the same thing, then one of them is where it doesn't belong. Because if you can use scientific methodology to explain something, scientific methodology, observation, all that, well, then it's not in the realm of faith, now is it? Help! Please, somebody help me! Open the door, I'm begging you! Please let me out! Yeah, these cocoons seem like a problem. Help me! Someone open this door! Is someone there? Oh, thank you! You're trying to get the door open, aren't you? Well, you can stop. It won't open without a keycard. The rest of the research team should be somewhere in the facility. Can you please get a keycard from one of them? Be careful, there are monsters running around in here. If you find one, don't hesitate to kill it.
Sure, we can do this the hard way.
Watch how a real marksman does it.
My optic screen!
Got it! Now follow up with melee! Sliding slinger!
I lay into him anyway.
Is anyone hurt?
Excuse me, I thought the keycard was supposed to be on the researchers, not on the monsters. You aren't the thing, are you? This doesn't look like Antarctica, so... Oh, thank you, I can finally get out. It sounded like that thing was dying. Were you the one who killed it? Yeah. Do you know about the cocoons? Screaming noise. You're saying it's like that outside as well? But that's crazy. None of that was here before. And why are you here? What? Rosie asked you to come? And I owe her for saving me, I guess. Do you hear that? It's a warning that something is wrong with the plant. I'm sorry, but could I ask you to go check it out? I'm going to look through the surveillance footage and try to get an idea of what's happened. Should one of us stay with you, just in case you're the thing? Maybe two of us? We should be moving around in threes minimum. Damn it, there's only 5 of us.
Sure, we can do this the hard way.
Sliding slinger! Gonna fight to the absorber Sliding slinger!
I only sliding slingered my way into the water twice.
Superior crest talk. Furious blast. Shoot down while they're impaired.
Nova Librium!
Iron
Won't miss
prison.
this shot! Panicking! Weaken it!
I like it. I like it a lot.
Now follow up with melee
Starball Blade!
We need to buff up to take something
Beam
big.
Blast!
Absorber skin!
There we go. No! Screaming noise. And yeah, Drake, great, it is true. At least they don't make the weird noises that the Sylvalum ones do. Maybe continue backing away a little faster? No, stay back! Please, Ian, help me! Help me!
company.
Sliding sling thing! Take the fight to them!
Now, what's it doing with Ian's ID card? Also, this seems an awful lot like what happened in Xenoblade 2's Moritha, doesn't it? Except this was before Xenoblade 2.
Now what?
That was one of those things that attacked us. Those cocoons, it hatched out of one of them. I can't take this anymore. I can't. Ian, where are you? Where'd everyone go? I want to go back to New LA. Yeah. Problem. So, this is one of their ID cards. So those things ate everyone? That or something worse. Oh God. Oh God, No, I can't freak out now. We need to get that camera footage. But Ian had the only ID card with viewing access for the security system. Didn't I just show you Ian's ID card specifically? Wait, you have Ian's ID card. Did it come from that monster too? We can get at the camera data with this. Sorry, could you maybe look at it instead? Also, why can only one person working at this facility access the camera footage? That seems not great. I feel like you'd want at least 2 people to be able to access it. I don't feel so well. I'm just going to go take a quick shower. Is that okay? Maybe you should stay with us just in case you turn into a cocoon in the shower or whatever. Just, yeah, you look awful. Stick around just in case. Just in case. Really? I mean, I just feel so sweaty and gross and wrong. But if you say so, I trust your judgment. Right, okay, let's take a look. Here, stick Ian's ID card in that terminal there. Why is my skin so dry? It's like it's peeling off. I really need a shower. Yeah, I feel like we've got a bit of a problem on our hands. Activating main system. Please insert ID card. Authenticating. Identity verified. Access privileges granted. The following information is available. We wanted the security camera data, so that's what we're looking for. Data corrupted. Cause unknown. Extracting recoverable data. Please wait. Extraction of audio data complete. Replaying audio data now. Please, at least let Ahoa survive this. Good, she's not showing any symptoms yet. I wish that thing just would have eaten us and been done with it. Wait, the cameras. Is the security system running? I have to leave a record of this. My name is Ian Parker. The rest of my team here at the water purification plant is dead, save for Ahoa. There's some kind of primordial creature here. When it attacks, it lays its eggs inside the victim. It's like the parasitic wasps back on Earth that laid their young inside caterpillars. When the eggs hatch, they take over the host's body and maneuver it toward a favorable location. Water. Water. Give me water, please. Please, I need water. 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 Hello? Is anyone there? Ian? Ian? Open the door, please. I'm stuck in here. Open the door, Ian. So, Ahoa, maybe don't go to water right now, Maybe go to a hospital first, So the reason I crave water is because of whatever is planted inside me? Is this what happened to the others? Were those things... Was that them? Yeah. We need to get you to medical help. You're not afraid of me? You're very kind. Right. As long as I avoid water, the docks in New LA can hopefully remove that thing's eggs before they hatch. I thought it was once they hatched, they maneuvered you to a more advantageous location, and that's why you want water. So they already hatched, and we just need to remove them before they mature. I'm going back now. Please let Rosie know I'm okay. Can we escort you back? I feel like you shouldn't go back on your own when you're so compelled to seek out water right now. We're taking this situation far too lightly. And what if those things' eggs are in the water supply? This is an enormous existential crisis for New LA, and we're being super casual about it.
Oh, it's you.
Well, how'd it go? Did you slap the lazy out of him? Did Ahoa cry? I want details and pictures. What? Everyone but Ahoa was... They're dead? And she had an egg inside her body? It's being surgically removed as we speak? No. No, that's simply not possible. Yeah, it's possible. Oh God. Oh God, no. This is... They were my friends. I'm going to check on Ahoa. Here, this is for saving her life. Ah yes, for saving your friend's life. You give me a swimsuit. Truly, this is the sort of gift that I need after seeing what happened at the water purification plant at the lake.
What a blessing.
Anyway, let's head back to the ruins over in Oblivia. Okay, apparently there were 3 markers here, but we only needed 1 of them. That works for me. Oh, nice. We got it from quite a distance there. Suddenly, inclement weather. I guess since we're close to Quega's corpse. Look at those hands. They're huge. Hello, it is Hala. Then you have Quega's body? Good. Take it. Feed it to Beast. But first you must search body. Look for keepsake or other personal effects. Honestly, with him having died just out here in the field, I'm surprised a Beast didn't eat him already. Thea will want something to keep close. found strange note? What does it say? I hid for Thea in Scabland Fortress Cave. Please to Thea. I see, he made her gift. But what? Curious. Can you go look for gift? I know I'm increasing work, but it is important. Gift may be perfect thing to cheer Thea up. You blades are noble. I leave it to you. But there is still Quegga. You must find bait to attract beast worthy of eating him. Beasts of that area favor bone-in thigh meat. Or bone-in thigh meat. Find some, lay it next to him. I ask much, but I know you will succeed. I leave it to you. I'm pretty sure I've already got the meat we need. Hello? It is Hala. Have you found bone-in thigh meat? Yes, that will do. Now lay it by his side. It will draw beast close. And then maybe get some distance before beast arrives. Good. Now you must wait. Find place to hide. Bear witness to end of his flesh. How about that rock behind us, huh? I mean, that thing wasn't very far from where he was at all. I'm surprised it didn't eat him already, like I said. It is me again. I forgot something. Do we have to kill it? All beasts in that area have keen hearing. If you make noise, they will attack. Be silent if one draws close. You are in middle of something? Sorry to disturb. Do your best. I will think of you. Is it rude to kill the thing that ate him?
Sure. You can do this the hard way.
The quest doesn't say we have to kill it. So why don't I just leave? I should have gotten in my scalp. That would let me leave faster.
No one can touch me. Use an aura.
Thing's persistent, I'll give it that. And it's got quite the range on its spit, apparently. There we go. Yeah, quest didn't say that we had to kill it, so it's probably probably preferred if we don't. Just trying to be culturally sensitive here. Alright, this is this fortress that we infiltrated way earlier than we should have. And are once again doing exactly that. Wait, what quest is this even? Yes, it's the gift that we're looking for. Okay, so it seems the gift is below us. But it's not in this little alcove. Thankfully, these people don't pay attention to large mechs jumping over them. Unfortunately, they do pay attention to some other things.
Incoming hostiles. Be careful.
This looks like it could lead to
something.
I'm up against a wall here.
But
Give me
that
a buff.
something is probably not where we want to be. No, it is not. So we're looking for something at this level. But it looks like we have to like go through a wall to reach where it is. Oh wait, that's not a wall, that's a cave.
Reinforcements? Not for long. Let's buff up and regroup.
Helps if I'm looking where I'm going.
Incoming hostiles! Be careful!
I'm up against a wall here. Give me a buff.
And it looks like this is what we need. But I cannot grab it while we are in combat, even though it's right here. Bit of a problem.
I'll take the first shot. Make him count!
Shooting's my specialty.
Got it!
My
Now
optic
follow up with
screen.
the melee.
I was gonna lay into him anyway. Gravity blast! Aliens! Beam barrage! Attack range must clean up! Starfall blade!
I'm getting dizzy. Catch me up. Side thrust.
Alien stop!
Let's go.
Astral bird! My optic screen!
Slinger.
Oh, great. That pig is also onto us.
Upper hand. I'm firing from on high. You try it too.
Where is it? I need to find it before...
Trouble just showed up. It's up to you now.
I got
Hit him hard for me.
additional enemies with us. As I ran through a sleeping pig, trying to find a not sleeping pig. Okay, well, you know that it's quicker to reach where we're trying to go from this probe site rather than from the landmark. The question is, how safe is it?
What? You can do this the hard way.
Well, you know what? If we don't pull a whole bunch of extra enemies, surely we can manage.
Starfall blade!
I like it. I like it.
Starfall rondo! Got it. Attack at range and
We'll
let's
miss
clean
this
up.
shot.
More of them.
Slinger.
Beam barrage!
Slinger. Stellar Ray. Slinger.
Yeah, I don't know that this is going so hot. Not when we pulled an extra.
I like
I'm using a lot of resources just to try and get rid of one.
Some heals this way.
Good.
Very good.
Right. Defend, then counter. I'm here at your wall here. Give me a buff.
I mean, it'd probably help if I had done any equipment upgrading for, like, any of my allies. But, I've kind of left our gear as is, except for my own Elmas and Lins. I mean, I guess I've added a couple hats like Lau's Halo, but
Getting dizzy. Catch me up.
yeah, we're going down here.
This is really taking its toll. Well, this is not.
Okay, where's my skull? There's my skull. Can I even get in that without drawing aggro? What I can do is I can go back to this landmark, hop in it, avoid that, Yeah. Because I think we did manage to land, like, right at the entrance to the cave without drawing aggro before. So if we can do that, then it's just an easy matter of get out of Skell, go in cave, and grab thing. And that couldn't have been easier. Now, just for curiosity, can I get to this container without waking the pig? Yes, I can. And we got a duplicator probe for our troubles. Okay. In that case, I think it's time to replace this. And I guess it's also time to replace this because I need even more storage. At some point, I'm going to redo all of my mining operation. But that point is not right now. Feels so weird only having probes to plant in Caldros, Noctilum, and then the one in Primordia. Like we got all, or oh, also the one in Oblivia. I guess it's just weird that we could reach all of Sylvalum then.
I received the data you sent from the ruins. I'll get started on it now. Sorry, but there's only one thing I can say for sure.
And that is?
It's not a ganglion weapon, or native to Mira. Oh, and it's not from Earth. That was 3 things, actually. Fog, you still with us? Yeah, I understand it's less than we hoped for, but still...
Brother. That's right. Fry Christoph is my older brother. It's a bit of a long story. Do you mind listening?
I got time.
Right. First, let me apologize for not telling you about this sooner. My brother and I had a huge fight back on Earth. The Christophs are a military family. Fry, our father, his father, his father. But I took after my late mother. I wanted to be an engineer. And though we were different, we were all still close. But that all changed when it came time to board the White Whale. My father was the only one of us who didn't get a spot. He stayed behind on Earth. Fry couldn't see how someone with his experience and rank could be denied. And he raised holy hell about it. I know, it seems strange, but... Anyway, Fry had it wrong. Still does, I assume. Unlike him, I accepted the truth immediately. I had no objection to leaving our father behind. Because that was his choice, you see, and I wanted to respect his wishes. He said an old man like him had no place taking someone else's spot. All his life, he'd sacrificed himself to keep others safe. This was no different, except that it meant we'd never meet again. But Fry wouldn't hear it. He refused to listen to me or Dad. He's been bitter and distant ever since. Yes, it was. Thank you. I want us to be close again. I'm hoping that if I keep pushing myself as a blade, I can at least speak to Fry as a peer. Then maybe he'll finally listen. Anyway, I really appreciate your help in all this.
And we're past 50% in Oblivia. And we've maxed our affinity with HB, which means it is time to kick him out of the party. Until further notice. Also with Hope at 4 hearts, it's time to kick her out for a bit too. I suppose we can have Liesel for a while, even though it's going to be a while before we can do her next mission anyway. Bose, unfortunately, we have to have him in the party for a bit if we want to gain affinity with people who need it. And I shouldn't have kicked Doug out. Doug gets to stay, which means we've got no tank. Hooray! I guess the King of Fear is the only affinity mission that we haven't completed, that we qualify for at present, unless another one has shown up. We're actually pretty close to being able to qualify for this one. But then again, we have to complete the next chapter before we can. And yeah, looks like that's it. So we are now level 40, so maybe we can handle the King of Fear.
So listen.
Have you heard the latest scuttlebutt from the general rabble? Rumors are flying that Commander Vandam's successor is going to be one of the two of us. I intend for it to be me.
Sure, you can
I'll
take the
work
job.
my way up and drag Blade kicking and screaming into the modern era.
Yeah, I don't really want that job. You can have it.
I'm glad to hear it. I know better than to cross you if I can avoid it. In the meantime, let's continue our record of one perfect mission after the next.
But also maybe consider verifying this scuttlebutt, because something tells me Vandam's got no intention of retiring anytime soon.
And I've been looking for you. I spoke to Eleonora. I take it you're the no-pawn who has been asking after me?
Huh? Glass's friend is HB?
Haha, the scope of my fame is terrifying. My name has become a chorus across races.
Friends of Pulala always talk about amazing man with 200 IQ.
And prone speak of combat skills. Say you fight anything, that no creature is too fierce.
Yes, all true, I'm afraid. My partner here will attest to it.
It's all true and more.
Admirable. A lesser blade would be blinded with envy, and yet you remain a beacon of truth. Now, what was it you needed? I'll do anything within my power. Which is anything.
That worked just like Eleanora say! Butter up Glasses man with random flatterings, and he'd do any job Pulala want.
Quiet, fool. Earth alien is falling for it. Do not be so honest.
What's this about honesty?
Just another fine trait of friend HB. Pulala and Tentacle Friend have job only amazing man like HB can do. Recently, terrible prone people are hurting poor Nopon.
It is Blood King Gelvo Bon. Even among Cavern Clan, his brutality is known.
The name says it all, I suspect.
Few days ago, Bloody King attacked Caravan on trade route and roast everyone. If friends do not help, Nopon everywhere become lunch.
Despicable. This barbarian must be brought to heel as soon as possible.
But Bloody King is clever. No one knows where his super secret base is.
Hiding in shadows, tormenting the weak. Typical Cavern scum behavior.
Pulala heard Pathfinder friends good at gathering info. Came to seek help finding Bloody King.
Well, we are the eyes and ears of Blade. All of Mira is our backyard. I'll have a look on Frontier Nav straight away. Right. I'd say we found our base.
Amazing! My clansmen looked everywhere. Found nothing. What magic is this?
Just the magic of hard work and diligent data probe installation. All the answers are just a click away. But for now, I have a despot to topple.
Friends do that for Pulala? Pulala heard fighting was Harrier job.
I don't trust anyone else to finish what I've started. I'll see it through. Well, I and my new assistant here. Isn't that right?
Yeah, we'll do it. I'm not your assistant.
I'm glad I asked you for help in this matter. Some blades cling to that obsolete system of segregated divisions. It does my heart good to see that you are not one of them. Bringing this Blood King to justice will be yet more proof that I am correct on this.
Not gonna lie, I kind of love hearing Albert Wesker's voice actor play a self-centered ham like this. And like, he really is being a ham. Okay, so where are we going? There we are going. It occurs to me, this Blood King is a prone. Which means we aren't going to be able to target parts.
Help! Please help! Blood King, still hungry. The Donga caravan, Next target.
He's gone. We couldn't save even one of them. We should hurry to that caravan. I'll not permit another fragile life to be snuffed out by this monster.
Now that's the type of line that you would not ordinarily hear from Albert Wesker's voice actor.
Anger? Yes, I suppose I got emotional there. Not like me, I know. I blame it on your bad influence. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll be back to my usual self by the time we catch up to the Blood King. We'll complete the mission with our usual precision. That must be Gelvoban. They look nearly ready to strike the caravan. Thankfully, we're completely ready. Let's make this quick.
Ah, yes, they're nearly ready, but we are completely ready. And yep, that is a whole bunch of prone. We can't target their parts. So, let's do a little bit of AoE, shall we?
Now's our chance. Follow my lead.
Start Rondo! Okay, first down.
This one's a round up.
And now to hop on foot, where I am a little bit more capable. Not like a lot more capable if there's no parts to target, but still a little more capable. Can do more damage more quickly. Or maybe the same damage more quickly. As long as I don't go down.
I'll turn this little situation around.
There's a chance that Bose could get enough TP to bring me back up.
Arcing horn.
Come on, Bose. You got this.
Buff us up.
Come on. You're so close to 1,000.
Now's our chance.
He's gonna go down. Yep, there he goes. Time to try again.
Ready to give up the ghost.
Turns out, not having a tank can make things a little more difficult. Uh-oh. YouTube giving me an error saying that it's not getting enough data for streaming. And I see that OBS is not giving as much data as it should be. Why is this? Still giving some, and yet it's still also dropping lots of frames. Why are we dropping so many frames? Please stop dropping frames. I've done what I can, but things are still quite unstable. The weird thing is, like, this readout of how much data is being sent is pretty close to how much should be being sent, and yet we're still dropping so many frames. Why is this happening? Why? Hang on. I've done some of what I can, but not necessarily all that I can. Let me see if there's something else that I can do to attempt to fix this. Looks like no. Okay, now my upload has jumped to 40,000 kilobits per second, which is well over double what it's supposed to be, and yet it's still in the red? But it looks like we are back to green now, and hopefully we stay there. All right, just gotta hope that we are good now. There's no guarantee, but I can certainly hope. And this time I'll stick in my skull until given a reason not. Because hey, who knows, we might be able to get our hands on some cockpit time. See?
Vortex! Starball Strong! Starball blade! Fine! Finish what I started!
Gravity slash!
Arcing horn!
Here comes my signature!
Eagle eye! My Starball blade!
Yeah, staying in the skull can definitely help. If there's no parts to target, that is.
I knew the prone had superhuman strength, but that... If you hadn't been with me, I fear I would have... well, died. You have my thanks. Now, let's hurry back and inform Pulala.
Oh, yeah. Don't need to worry about doing these just yet.
Your noble people will never have to fear that monster again. Consider him deposed, permanently.
This true? Truly? Pulala not have words! HB is amazing! HB is best friend in world! HB is genius!
And seeing you so happy makes me happy as well.
Yes, completely right.
Such happiness is the reason we fight. It's a simple truth that is easily forgotten. Though I fear the current state of Blade is too inefficient to help everyone. Once I'm in charge, however, I'll whip the system into a logical order and have productivity through the roof. You're one of my scant few equals, you know. So I expect big contributions in the future.
And that we cannot do yet. And therefore, it's time to actually go take our next story mission. I feel like there's an affinity mission here that there wasn't before. And yes, there is. Well, we can do this, which means we probably should. No, we can't, because it requires Chapter 9 complete. Never mind, we can't do it. Hooray! Story mission time. I need to have Elma and Lynn in the party. Who am I going to keep, is the question. Bose probably needs it the most. I guess. I don't like having him around, but I guess I will. He's my least favorite of the party members we've got access to. And that's saying something, considering Murderous is also here. Oh. I am not allowed to have anyone else in the party, so, goodbye, Bose.
What am I in the mood to make?
I'm thinking something broiled.
Now that is a good idea.
Lindley! Lindley! What is Lindley making?
And we don't get to see the food. I really need to get him in the party so that I can at least change his fashion gear. Apparently him too. So we just saw a cigarette smoking away in an ashtray.
Citizens of NLA, this is Secretary Nagi.
Which means one of a few things. Either cigarettes were brought and are being probably heavily rationed and at this point must be a luxury item that hardly anyone can afford. Or one of the first things they did upon getting to Mira was set up tobacco production somewhere. And like, wouldn't that require quite a bit of farmland? Yeah, I'm pretty sure for anyone to be smoking here, they have to be incredibly rich.
Those of you that have served under me here or on the White Whale. No, I'm not one to mince words. So, I'll get right to the point. We are at war. Even now, the hostile alien force known as the Ganglion is marching on New Los Angeles. We know they possess Skell-class ground-based units, and we have reports of unidentified flying weaponry as well. Director General Chosan is attempting to open a dialogue. But our enemy has shown no signs of being open to negotiation. In light of all this, it is my duty to prepare us all for the worst. And this is why I've called an emergency assembly of all Blade divisions. To be clear, none of this changes our mission with regards to recovering the Lifehold. But in the short term, it is absolutely crucial that we protect our city. Not just for our fellow humans, but for the Manon and our other xenoform allies as well. New Los Angeles is home to us all, including our brothers and sisters yet to be awakened. In that spirit, the Manon have agreed to use their ship to ferry all non-combatants out of the combat zone. This is a temporary measure, but also a very good example of how we all, human and xenoform alike, must sacrifice and contribute to our common cause. For those of us who will fight, I promise you that once we prevail, any mimeosome damaged or destroyed will be fully restored. Troops, a trying battle awaits us, but we must repel the coming invasion, no matter what the cost. We're counting on you.
You know, Chosan, I'm pretty sure trying to open a dialogue with people who have, on multiple occasions, expressed interest in nothing less than your species' extinction. Yeah, I don't think that dialogue is gonna really work.
You all heard what Nagi said. Ganglion forces are closing in on the city. I'd love it if Chosan could negotiate our way out of this, but we all know better.
They've made their feelings about humans pretty clear.
Our team has been assigned the most crucial defensive position. The Administrative District Gate. If we lose Blade HQ, that's it. We've lost the war. We have to expect the Ganglion know this, and we'll hit it hard.
Yeah. No pressure there. Do we know where everyone else is stationed?
Irina's by the entrance to the Industrial District. Doug's on standby until we make visual contact with the enemy. And Lau's guarding the hangar.
Tatsu will manage supply lines. Use Nopon connections to keep key materials stocked.
Thanks, Tatsu. When this is all over, I'll bake you into a delicious meal.
Tatsu heard you say into, Lindley.
And you, Rook. You ready?
I feel like there again needs to be a middle ground between being a bit scared and I could take them all on by myself. But sure, let's exaggerate our readiness.
Great. Just don't get so cocky you bite off more than you can chew.
Yeah. Remember, we're a team. We need to work together.
Let's move out.
Couldn't help but notice that they didn't mention some of our other potential party members, but I guess we're not allowed to have anyone else in the party at all. So before we move out, let me just real quick assign them some skills just in case we end up feeling the need. I'll do this ground combat if I can get away with it. But if I can't, having skills as a fallback option works. Oh hey, they've moved an AM terminal and shop terminal in here. I could afford to drop some uranium. Yeah, it looks like Nopon Commerce Guild will take less to get to max, so we'll go for them next.
Bad time for rain.
This is Brigadier General Jack Phantom, Supreme Commander of the Defense Force of the Colony of New Los Angeles.
I'm sorry, Supreme what? Where are all these titles coming from?
He's trying to lay on some gravitas. He wants to sound like the leader of a huge organized army.
Yeah, but Brigadier General?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Well, it's just a title. He can call himself Colonel Squaretash for all I care.
I'm sorry, but no, that name's already taken by someone in Xenoblade Chronicles 1.
If it gets the ganglion to listen, I'm all for it.
Great. Now I'll never get Colonel Squaretash out of my head.
Attention, Ganglia. Your army has unlawfully crossed New LA's defense perimeter. You have 10 seconds to halt your advance and agree to negotiate. If you do not comply, we will have no choice but to interpret your actions as a declaration of war and launch our counterattack. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All units open fire!
We're at a
Started.
bit of a
All right,
disadvantage.
remember, our job is to destroy any ganglion that so much as think about going through the gate here and infiltrating the city. Got it?
Roger.
Tatsu is Roger too.
Bit of a disadvantage in that they appear to be assaulting us primarily with mechanized
Doesn't have to
units,
be like this.
not living things.
First shot. Make him count. Target strike. I owe you one. Shadow strike. Sliding slinger. Side slide. Who's next? We're coming out. It's my turn. Sliding slinger. Sliding slinger. Panicking. Weaken them.
Now that's how to evade. You can do it.
I figured it out. They won't hit me again. Wild down. Sliding slinger. Wild sliding slinger. Trash tuck. Sliding slinger. Panicking. Weaken them. Fire carnival. Sliding slinger. Sliding slinger. Who's next? We're coming out. Here's my turn. Sliding slinger. Shadow sliding slinger.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Sliding slinger. Yes, we did it.
And there we go. Didn't even run out of do it again
Here's
juice.
the next wave.
Yeah, that's so many, too many.
Hold your ground. We're the last line between them and human extinction. We can't let them pass.
Oh, they've seen us.
They've seen us? No way.
First shot. Make him
Appreciate it.
Sliding slinger! Sliding slinger!
Thank you, Core Crusher.
Sliding slinger!
Panicking. Weaken them. Side slash.
Sliding slinger!
I am heated up. Sliding
Slinger!
Who's next? Shadow strike. We're coming to you. Now it's my turn.
Side slash! Sliding slinger!
Ghost back. Panicking.
I didn't try and target a different thing. They do, in fact, have a targetable part.
We're on top of this now.
Sliding slinger!
Yes, we did it.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
So, are we supposed to go for them? Apparently not. Did I just win too fast? Is that what happened? Because, we've got a lot of time left, but nothing left to do with it.
Bring it on!
Okay, there we go.
We should weaken them just to be safe. Early bird!
This one's gonna cut you. I owe you one. Shadow strike. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Side slash. I owe you one.
Sliding slinger! Sliding slinger! Fire carnival!
Who's next? Now it's my turn.
Upper hand!
Shadow strike. Reinforcements. Watch out. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Sliding slinger.
Sliding slinger! Sliding slinger!
Panicking.
Weaken them!
Primer.
Early bird! Sliding slinger!
Ghost.
Sliding slinger!
Surely I can kill this thing in time.
You picked out today's menu, Lynn?
Not yet. Depends if Patsy can make it or not.
So, once again, too much time, not enough targets.
Woo! Not so many bad aliens now.
It seems like it's working, Elma. The east gate is gonna hold.
Where are they all? Could this really be all they have?
Elma?
Sorry. Yeah, so far so good. Let's keep it up.
Right.
It didn't have to be like this.
Okay, we've got a little bit more to deal with, but they once again have parts.
Appreciate it.
Won't miss this shot. Fire carnival! Sliding slinger! Sliding slinger!
So these guys are a little bit meatier than the rest.
Slinger! Sliding slinger! Sliding slinger!
Who's next? We're coming
Watch
in
your
here.
way into it! Side slash!
Primer. Shadow strike.
Hand! Wild down! I toppled him! Slide in! Slinger! Wild snake!
Ooh, that topple's really helping.
Sliding slinger!
You picked out today's menu?
All right. Who's next?
Stand down, Lynn. We've cleared the area.
No further hostile signatures detected. All enemy craft in the combat arena have been destroyed.
Roger that.
We did it? We did it!
I think you're right. That was way too few troops. They must be testing our defenses.
Ugly aliens got one look at Hero Pantatsu and surrendered.
Ha! Something tells me no.
Absolutely huge and is airborne. Incoming effect!
I knew it. The ground attack was a feint. Everyone, we need to get back to the city.
We're fighting inside the city?
I know, Lynn, I know. We tried to avoid it, but now we have no choice. Better to risk damaging the city than losing it altogether.
The hostile forces have crossed the perimeter. They've entered LA airspace.
And if that thing gets over in LA, then shooting it down will, not result in no damage, that's for sure. Feel like we should have better air defenses, you know?
Tatsu panic! Everyone panic!
Let's move.
Roger.
Missiles! Take them out! Marcus!
Well, rip Marcus.
Damn it. It was a direct hit. Lost him.
The second we find that core, I'll bring you back first. I swear it.
They're inside the walls? Mobilize all internal security. Any and all fighters on standby.
Hey, that's us. Let's go help. But we can't leave the artifact unprotected. Wing's team can handle it. They need us out there.
Yes, sir!
Are you telling me you losers can't even handle a bunch of humans?
Please. Targon wants to join fight.
What? Why would you want to do that? Although, I suppose if we don't pitch in now, that fool Luxar will never get off our backs. Very well. Have it your way. Looks like a number of enemy scales have entered the city.
Withdrawal to where?
Agreed. Let's give every ganglion we can find a nice, warm welcome.
Roger that.
Elma, we got a situation in the commercial district. Two really nasty SOBs. They're tearing through everything we throw at them. Secure your area and get over there ASAP.
Copy that. We're on it.
So let's head over that way. Looks like no matter which way we go, it'll be about the same amount of time. So let's go this way.
It didn't have to be like this.
Why'd I have to be prone? I can't do as much damage to prone.
Get your adrenaline going. Sliding slinger. My adrenaline's rising. The melee strike. Now it's my turn. Fire carnival.
And apparently I just maxed out affinity with Elmer.
Move in and do some damage.
Sliding slinger. Take this.
Shadow strike.
Sliding slinger. Sliding slinger. Sliding slinger. Sliding slinger.
Who's next? We're coming to you, early bird.
So I just noticed something. The Shield Warrior, whatever the heck class it is, their taunt art is called Trash Talk. And as is the case with most arts when used, they say the name of the art. But Trash Talk, it's not like, oh, I'm using an ability called Trash Talk. No, you're supposed to be trash talking them. Don't just say Trash Talk, that's not enough. I want to hear Lynn insult them. See, look! Dude told us Oxserves aren't freaking ganglion, but this is a ganglion assault. There's an Oxserve right there.
It didn't have to be like this.
Oh boy, we got Marnix.
Yes, early bird. Use an aura. I'll get your adrenaline going. Fire carnival. The adrenaline's flowing now. Sliding slinger. Panicking. Weaken them. I think there's hope. Sliding slinger.
Shadow strike.
Sliding slinger.
Never stood a chance.
Let's keep it up.
If there is a but, Xenoblade X will show it.
You're right to be afraid, little girl. Let's kill her first.
Lynn, stay calm. Don't let them into your head. We've faced worse than this before, and we've won every single time. Don't forget that.
I know.
Yeah, you're right. It's much easier to be brave with you guys here. Sorry to worry you. I'll be fine. Now come on. Let's kick some ganglion butt.
How touching. The bossy one with the silver hair. She looks like she must be the leader. All right, doggone. I've changed my mind. Kill her first.
They saw us. Look at the misery written all
Aw, dang it, there's no part to target on her.
Use an aura. Resist, stick it out. Fire carnival.
The adrenaline's flowing now.
some bulk to it.
Slide. Dash. Go. Reality rip. Go. Side slash. No call. Iota punch. Upper head. Well down. Now I'm really gonna go in. Side slash. Now my turn. Nice. Move in and do some dance. Upper head. Slide. Like that. Go. Got it. Now follow up with my turn. Fire carnival. Side slash. Side slash. Side slash. Red charge. Primer. It's time. Initiating overdrive. Shadow strike. Upper head. Move in and do some damage. Upper head. Go. I dare ya.
Just making sure I can use even more overdrive. Why am I not getting TP from these things that say TP on them? Is there a limit?
This isn't over yet. It hurts.
Well, at least he's got parts we can target. And there we go. Hooray for overdrive.
You primitive worms.
Looks like you underestimated your enemy. You two were the only ones left.
And? You expect me to kiss your hand and beg for my life? I'd rather laugh my way to the grave!
Please, no.
I mean, why would I lower my weapon at this point?
Wait. We don't have to continue like this.
What are you waiting for? Lost your nerve?
You're more useful alive.
What?
But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't keep our weapons trained on them. Like, sure, take them in, but use the weapons as insurance.
Go back to your people, your masters.
Oh, okay.
Tell them we want no further conflict.
Don't take them in,
Tell
I
them
guess.
the humans are willing to negotiate. That we can find common ground and coexist here, peacefully.
Don't tell me you honestly think you've won here, do you?
What was that explosion?
Colonel, this is bad. They got the alien scout. They smashed into the hangar and got the scout.
Maybe we should have left it in the place where they have sent many, many of their resources to try and retrieve it, but failed every single time, hmm? Instead of taking it back to New LA, hmm? Because the creatures there defending it don't attack MIMS. We could have sent entire teams out there to investigate it in place instead of bringing it back home with us. Hmm? Biggest tactical blunder the humans made in this entire game was bringing that thing back instead of leaving it somewhere where they don't have to spend resources keeping it defended.
And now, another city of innocence burns. All so they can lay claim to a single scalp? Was this truly necessary? I have become party to madness.
Your target was the mech all along.
Oh, you're so quick. I can see why they made you the leader. And now the Vita is ours. So you see, you didn't win anything. You lost.
You sure about that?
Huh?
Your people managed to swipe that alien mech out from under us. I'll give you that. But our mission was to repel the invasion and defend New LA at all costs. Nothing more, nothing less. In that, we succeeded.
For now, maybe.
But you were sent here to take the city. And as far as I can tell, it's still standing. So I'd say you're the only loser here. Now crawl home. Tell your ganglion leaders you were beaten, and deliver my message. Hurry up and go, before I change my mind.
Our people can't coexist peacefully. We can't coexist, period. It's us or you, you arrogant worm. No negotiation, no compromise, and no mercy! Irina! Gwyn! Thank God you're both alright!
Yeah, we made it back, but... Marcus wasn't so lucky.
What happened?
He took an enemy missile barrage.
What? He's... gone?
Listen, Lieutenant. We're going to find that Lifehold core. And when we do, Marcus will be the first one back in a brand new state-of-the-art MIM. I promise.
If we find the Lifehold core, aren't we going to be bringing people back in their bodies? Like, we're not bringing them back in their bodies. We're going to have their bodies. Why will he need a MIM if we find the core, huh? Yeah, young and rugged. Why not?
Yeah, something like Gwyn, only a bit more handsome.
And maybe a little taller and slimmer, but with bigger muscles.
Thanks, guys. No, seriously. Thanks.
I like this idea. We'll find Marcus, the handsomest, strongest, most un-Gwyn-like MIM around.
Oh, you too now?
So, Colonel, we lost the alien scout.
Well, last I heard, we weren't even sure what it was. Doesn't seem like much of a loss to me.
If only it were that simple.
Ma'am?
Just, pausing to break up the music that's playing. Also, oh yeah, it's not a big loss if we lost that thing. We don't know what it was. If your enemy is willing to go to such lengths to take it from you, chances are they do know what it is, and they see enough value in it to, you know, do that. Which means you have given the enemy something of incredible value, even if you do not personally understand what that value is. It's not hard to put together.
The important thing is, we managed to repel the invasion force. We're still alive, and NLA is still standing. I'll take that as a victory.
Hell yeah. The Colonel's right. We did good here today. We won.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, we won in our narrowly defined definition of victory. Just not in a total sense. We suffered some losses of actual people, whereas the losses that the opponents suffered, as far as I can tell, were all mechanical. Yeah, we win.
So hey, why don't we all go report back to HQ
Actually, no, we did get rid of some prone. Never mind.
together?
Sure. Sounds good.
Actually, Irina, you guys should go on ahead. I have an errand to run with my team first.
Roger that.
And what
Then
errand
we'll
is
see you
that?
back at headquarters in a bit. Colonel.
I haven't been debriefed on this errand. Please don't sign me up for errands without telling me what they are.
Let's go check out the hangar.
Right.
So I said
Why does this music have to still be playing?
Stupid worms. I'll kill every last one of them.
Every last one of them!
One thing I appreciate about her large friend there, he's got some very Beetle-inspired carapace and physical features. And they did not neglect the detail of having the little hairs at the edges of carapace bits. I don't know what the hairs are called. I've definitely heard the word before, but I've forgotten it. But like on his horn as well, I was noticing those, and it's like, hey, good job, you guys. You included the hairs that exist on like Hercules beetles actually in real life. Nice attention to detail.
I'll kill them with my own bare hands if I have to.
See, look, right there on his horn.
There's no excuse. This wouldn't have happened if I didn't order my men to leave their posts.
You were just trying to help. It's okay. We should count ourselves lucky we ended up with so few casualties.
Sorry to break up the love-in, but you know, there must be something to that skell if they were this worried about it.
Yeah, we should have known that already when we saw the evidence of how much they tried to spend getting it from where it was to begin with. They spent a lot of resources failing on multiple occasions. We saw evidence of that. And you're just like, oh, yeah, we should take it away from here. Surely they won't come after it.
I wonder.
The bigger question is how they even knew we had it. And how did they know exactly where we were keeping it? No way.
Yes, at last. The Great One's divine vessel is mine. I beg you, O Great One, descend to this humble planet and guide me. I am yours to command.
Surely that won't become a problem. We can get our flight license after the next chapter. And looks like we're just free to go about our day now, huh?
Find something new?
So, this info, he says he's gonna teach us how to defuse a bomb, but I didn't see any actual instructions. I guess that's just info we needed to have for some quest at some point. And that's why it was in the yellow text bubble thing. Whatever. Either way, it is time for me to call this a stream, so thanks folks for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. And I will be back tomorrow with more Xenoblade Chronicles X. See you then, friends.